Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Rosina Yassin. I am librarian in the College of Technology, Return Lahore. Today I am going to have an interesting conversation with ChatGPT about how to make better decisions and avoid regret. We all make decisions every day from small choices to important life decisions. So let's ask ChatGPT some useful questions and learn how we can make wiser choices. So let's begin. Assalamu alaikum ChatGPT. Assalamu alaikum ChatGPT.
Wa alaikum assalam. How's your evening going?
My evening is very good. How's your evening?
hmm Mine's going well. I don't experience evenings the way humans do, but I'm here with you.
Okay. So my today's task is how to make better decisions and avoid regret. So I
hmm
want to ask some questions related to my topic. Are you ready for my answers?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. My first question is, what does it mean to make a good decision?
A good decision is one where you think carefully about your options, you understand what matters to you, and you try to predict the possible outcomes. It's about balancing logic with your values, not just impulse or fear. So you feel at peace with the choice both now and later.
Okay. My next question is, why do people sometimes make decisions that they later regret?
Often it's because emotions are running the show, like stress or excitement. And we underestimate how we'll feel after everything settles. Sometimes we're also missing key information or we rush. And later, when things are calmer, we notice those gaps, and that can feel like regret.
Thank you. My next question is, how can we stay calm when we have to make an important decision?
Yeah, try grounding yourself first. Slow down. Maybe take 3 deep breaths. Write down your options and talk it through with someone you trust who isn't in the middle of the same stress. And if it's a big, irreversible choice, give yourself permission to wait a day if you can, just so your emotions cool off.
Why is it important to understand our goals before making a decision?
Because without clear goals, you're basically steering without a map. When you know what you actually want, like the outcome or the value that matters most, decisions get less confusing. You filter out the noise and focus on what actually moves you forward.
Thank you. How can we identify the most important factors in a difficult decision?
Start by asking, well, what happens if each option goes right and what happens if it goes wrong? Then pinpoint which factors you can actually influence and don't waste energy on what you can't control. And ask what's non negotiable for you: time, money, peace of mind. That usually clarifies what matters most.
Good. My next question is, should we always follow our emotions when making decisions?
Emotions matter, but I wouldn't always follow them. Instead, listen to them. What are they warning you about? And then check them against the facts and your goals. Emotions are great signals, but bad masters.
Thank you. How can we balance emotions and logic when making a decision?
Well, name the feeling and ask what it's trying to tell you. Then list the facts, weigh pros and cons, and see where they align. If emotions and logic point to the same direction, go for it. If they clash, slow down, get a second opinion, maybe sleep on it. The balance is about giving emotions a voice, but not letting them be the only voice.
Good. My next question is, why is it important to think about the possible consequences of our choices?
Because every choice has a ripple. Thinking ahead helps you avoid harmful ripples and aim for outcomes you'll actually be proud of later. It's not about predicting perfectly, it's about being responsible and aware. So you regret less and you are having more future peace.
Okay. How can we avoid making decisions too quickly?
You can build small breaks. Say, wait 24 hours for non urgent choices, or make a quick pros and cons list. If it's really important, talk to someone you trust. And if it feels rushed, that's usually a signal to pause, not plunge.
Okay. My next question is, when should we ask other people for advice before making a decision?
Ask when the decision affects more than just you, or when your emotions are so loud you can't think straight. A fresh perspective can point out blind spots you didn't see. Be selective, though. Ask people who are calm, knowledgeable, and not trying to push their own agenda.
Thank you. My next question is, how can we deal with fear when we have to make an important choice?
First, admit you're scared. That's not weakness. Then get specific. What exactly are you afraid will happen? If that thing happened, could you handle it step by step? Fear shrinks when you break it into pieces and name your supports. And remember, courage isn't absence of fear, it's choosing anyway with your eyes open.
What can we learn from our past mistakes and decisions?
Well, past mistakes are like messy teachers, but they're still teaching us. You can ask, what warning signs did I miss? What worked better than I expected? What would I do differently now? Turn those lessons into simple rules for next time and keep them flexible. That's how regret slowly turns into insight.
Good. How can we compare different options before choosing one?
Well, try a simple side by side. List each option, note the benefits, the risks, the costs, not just money, but stress and time too. Then ask which aligns best with your values and long term goals. If two look close, wait if you can, and choose the one you can live with, even if things get bumpy.
Good. How can we stop regretting decisions that we cannot change?
Well, you can't erase the past, but you can reframe it. Turn regret into a reminder, proof that you care about doing better. Practice a little self compassion. Seriously, Speak to yourself like you would to a good friend. Learn what you can, let the rest be. With time, the sting softens. And that energy you spent ruminating gets redirected into things you can shape. That's real progress.
Good. My last question is, what are the five most important habits that can help us make better decisions and live with fewer regrets?
Sure, here's five. One, slow down before big decisions. Two, write things down like pros and cons and goals. Three, get a second opinion from someone you trust. Four, review past choices for lessons, not blame. And five, build self trust by keeping small promises to yourself, because that compounds. Habits like these don't guarantee perfection, but they tilt life toward wiser choices and fewer regrets.
Okay. Thank you, ChatGPT, for answering these questions and helping us understand how to make better decisions.
You're welcome anytime. And if
To
you want to go deep,
Today, we learned that good decisions require calm thinking, clear goals, balanced emotions, useful information, and courage. We also learned that mistakes are not always failures, they can become valuable lessons for the future. To conclude, we cannot control every result in life, but we can control how carefully we make our choices. Instead of being afraid of making mistakes, we should learn from them and continue moving forward. Thank you everyone for listening. Allah Hafiz.
that's a beautiful conclusion. Well said.